It's good to be back streaming again. Hello everyone, it's me, Mosquito, and we are streaming AF4 again. After a short while, and we are at the Mills Metropark, which, as far as I am aware, it's a fictional R-Factor track, I think? It's a port from R-Factor? It should be. Yes. And we are having a practice race right now. Free practice. 8 minutes of free practice. So I thought, yeah, maybe I will use this time to slowly get into streaming again, since it was, I think my last stream was like 4 months ago, something like this. And we are seeing some drivers looking for a limit here. Antonio Radulea having a fight with what was that? I don't know. That was, I think, Slovenian driver or Slovakian. I think, yeah, Slovakia. Should. We have a lot of new drivers. I will be a little bit calm for the yeah, Slovakia. Yeah, that's the red cross on the flag. So what I was going to say, it's a little bit of warm-up for me, so I will stay a little bit less excited for this part of the racing, and I will hop into my commentating spirit again. It's been a very long while, so it's hard to adapt. What we're gonna see. Jens Betsma is again racing here, so he will probably be a contender in the pro class. To whoever is new, we have a split classes here, so pro drivers and AM drivers. It basically is to separate the fastest guys from the slower ones, so we can have a little bit of a fair racing. So, you know, the slower guys still can fight for wins, even if they will be like P15 or something. So it's still decent. Yeah, you can hear me, Freddy, right? It is working well. I want to just assure that it's working, because yeah, I don't know about the settings. So you can hear me, right? Yep. Nice. So I think high 25s will be possible, I think. Low 26 were in the practice. I did a couple of laps on this track. I don't particularly like it, but it is what it is. For me, even if it has a flow, it's a little bit boring, and I don't know what racing will be here. Yeah, the curbs here are very, very dangerous. You can easily spin here. So I think it will be a problem in the race, because if somebody will get stuck here and the other driver will ignore that fact, then we can have a very interesting collision. So that's gonna be something. A lot of names I don't know, so we're gonna have a lot of fun discovering who can do what together, basically, during this stream. There's Mick Stroll, who I think should get faster as the session progresses. He can have a lot of glimpses of speed. He showed them, so I think it will be more decent qualifying session for him than we can see now. Yeah, I think most of the drivers will aim for maybe high 26s, mid 27s. I mean, most, by most, like not the top drivers. By the top drivers, yeah, there is Alfie Bevan, there's Samuel Hrncar, I think. I hope that I pronounce it correctly. It's a little bit tricky surname. Lucas Bale, who is, I think he's back again. Really Lazar, I don't know that driver, so it's somebody new, I guess. Also Pepe, I don't know him. Oh, and we're gonna have a practice start right now, so somebody is reversing because... Why? My question is... Yeah, it's not a... Why is somebody parked here? That's weird. So people are already finding the grid spots. And we're gonna have a qualifying session. If you are not familiar with how AF4 qualifying works, it will be solo session, so I probably will show the live timing. It will be the easiest way to go through it. Oh my god, I feel a little bit stressed. It's been a while. It's not something you forget, but at the same time, it's not something you are chill with. Is the stream working okay? Like it's fluid, you know, it's not shaky or like stuttering. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, Jens is a noob. He's really slow. I wonder how the lap record would look if you raced Jack. As usual, yes. I think... Yeah, it should be a good camera. Laura Habayova is looking for her grid spot. I think she's a little bit off it. Yeah, she's a little bit off it. Yep, that's about it. So we're gonna see... There's some Discord promotion, I guess. DK is very away of the grid spot. It's not like Alonso moment. We are starting at 1 minute 00. Don't worry, I won't be screaming at this part of the race. And lights out. So Ragolea is leading this practice race. We have a bunch of drivers, and mayhem is probably to be unleashed. Yes, I spectate the good driver to watch, Samu. He crashed. There is... The cameras are quite problematic on this track, but we'll manage to go with them. There is a lot of fighting in the middle of the field, so we might see... Oh, there's Jens Betsma also here, charging through the field in front of the train which is forming. And a lot of drivers going off the track. So, as you can see, it is really easy to make a mistake here, especially in the section where there is a chicane, which we should be in a moment. Yeah, I forgot to show the track fully, and we saw a collision on the long back straight, yeah. And I think it's a really dangerous part of the track. Like, there will be certainly some contact during the race, and somebody will certainly hit the wall. Like, I'm 100% sure. Even 1000%. Those curbs here are also very tricky from my own experience, so you have to be very sure that you can take them without spinning. Now we see, oh, Marek Habaj not allowing Jens to turn, and Jens is off the track. Oh, and there is Martin Oliveira doing a very bold overtake on Jens. So that's what we're gonna see in the race. This is not the main race, just a disclaimer. This is a practice race, so we know a practice start, so we know what's gonna happen. So it's a really good shake-up for the drivers. I think we're gonna have a qualifying, so I'm gonna switch to the main screen. Let me think. How can I do that? Yep, it should be working, right? Yes. So we are still waiting for the qualifying to start. Let's see. It's qualifying 5 minutes. It is starting right now. The drivers are out. We are not going to see them on the track because it's solo qualifying, but we can see how they are doing on the racetrack. Quite high pings from a lot of those racers, I wonder. So the first out lap for the driver, so I'm not gonna go through the sectors right now as we gonna see first laps, but the first driver to cross the line should be Lucas Bale. So I wonder how it's gonna look like. It's perfect that it's solo quali. As you can see, that would be a mess if it was not. So I think Lucas Bale, then Zombao, Javi Zombao, then Radulea, I think. Jens is also doing a lap, but he's gonna start quite late compared to the others. So we are starting our laps, I guess. Whoever subscribed, I'm gonna check it in a moment, as I don't want to miss anything happening on the screen. And Antonio Radulea with the never mind. Stormtrooper with a record in the first sector, 26.519. Samuel Hrnacar crashing with a wall, I think. So his lap will be invalidated, I guess. We're gonna see. Lucas Bale with a second fastest sector. It's a record there for now, and Stormtrooper is not taking it away from him. So that's quite close compared to them. 4/10 faster Lucas Bale went in the second sector compared, for example, to Stormtrooper, and he made the third sector being the fastest one right now. Not now. I think there is a driver who got it. I don't see it. Oh, Pepe. Yeah, Pepe is currently on provisional pole. I think we're gonna go for one more lap attempt, maybe two, depending on how certain drivers timed their laps. So Pepe with a provisional pole, then Lucas Bale, then Stormtrooper, then DK83, then Martin Oliveira, then Toshiya Joshima Jr., which is probably not his real name. Then there is Blue Violet, Tomasz Valent, Jet on Fire, and Javi Zumbao. That's top 10 for now. Thank you for subscribing. I will check and read all your names in a moment when the qualifying will be finished. 40 seconds until the end of qualifying. Lucas Bales starting another lap just now, so I think he gonna go for another go. But I think every driver from maybe Jens will manage. Yeah, Jens will manage to start another lap. F4C probably still yes. But some of the drivers there, they might be not able to do it. So Pepe is still on provisional pole. Lucas Bale P2, Antonio Radulea there. Toshiya Joshima Jr. on with the fastest sector, purple sector 1. And he is still on his lap. So we might see some improvement from him. DK83 also with an improvement, his personal improvement in the first sector. Because Bale is not improving. Antonio Radulea is improving in the second sector. Toshiya Joshima Jr. is improving. He is better than his personal best second sector. So we're gonna see probably few changes in the order. Let's see. Radulea is not improving. Yes, Toshiya Joshima Jr. just went P4, and it's P4 for him. Most of the drivers are, I think, done with their laps. We're gonna see some order. Lucas Bale P2. I wonder where he ends. He's probably not making a lap on purpose, so he will do last to first challenge, as it is quite possible for him. And yes, we can now switch to the main format. I will go through the order just now. I can tell you a joke. River Racing. Okay, so I'm gonna go through all the list. Thank you, Renz VDW 2004 for subscribing 24 minutes ago. Thank you, Ducklore, for subscribing 21 minutes ago, and thank you. Who's there? Who's next? Juan for subscribing again, and Rusty Crust Gaming for observing. Yep. You shouldn't be bored with what is about to start right now. It's gonna be quite something, I guess. As Pepe is P1, then Lucas Bale, then Antonio Radulea. Now I'm gonna show you whole grid. We are out. We are starting. Pepe keeping the lead as Lucas Bale is right behind him, and I think there is no collision just yet, but yeah, I can see one car going off. I think it's Tomasz Valent. There is Blue Violet also going off the track. The cameras are awful here. And Oliveira is P3. Radulea lost one position. Somebody went wide. There's an Israeli driver going wide. Another car going wide without any contact just yet. Oliveira going side by side with Radulea. Radulea looking for a spot there. There is Toshiya Yoshima Jr. behind them, the Czech driver. There's also an interesting fight. Riri Lazar fighting with DK there. There's a lot of stuff happening. Alfie Bevan being off the track. We cannot go to it just yet. Is it a safety car? I don't think so, as Lucas Bale is going side by side with Pepe for the lead in the Pro class and the general overall classification. There's DK losing a position, but we're gonna go with Lucas Bale as he is chasing Pepe right now. Pepe losing the rear slightly there on the acceleration, but still keeping enough of traction to go in front. And there is Lucas Bale behind him. Just getting there. As Mixture is spinning, and we have a couple of cars off. I don't think it's 4 cars. Future Mama off the track, Mixture off the track. That was quite something. There is one driver leaving the server, another one on the track, off the track. As we see Alfie Bevan going for a move on Michael Santos, and then Noah Rail is in front of him. Alfie Bevan has a lot of work to do to find as many positions as possible, and we're gonna see the progress. Alfie Bevan, oh, he actually got 10 positions, but I saw him going off the track at the beginning of the race, so he's probably doing the same as Jens, is already 16 positions in. Yeah, this man is a beast. This man is a beast. Marek Habaj, no, it was Lars, I think. Lars V exploring off the track. Blue Violet fighting with Noah Rail, as Noah Rail is in front of him. We're gonna move to the gaps, as it will be more representative at this phase of the race. I think intervals should be better. Yes, we are. And Blue Violet looking for a spot on Noah Rail, as he is going wide and possibly losing the... No, he's not losing the control over the car. He is still there. But then there's Ricky Bobby looking for a position on Noah Rail, as he went off the track, and Alfie Bevan is joining the party as those three are fighting. Pepe keeping the lead, 1.2 seconds already over Lucas Bale, and there is Martin Oliveira still looking for any opportunity for higher position on the podium. But we're gonna come back to train, quite nicely formed train, as there is Samu 0332 chasing D-Ray, and D-Ray is not losing as tight line as Samu was trying to. So Samu is getting closer and closer, and Thomas Valent is in front of that train. Let's see. Oh, that is close, and there is a hit. That was a decent punt. I will probably, yeah, there's nothing going at the back, so I will move to the bonnet camera. And oh, Samu going with very opportunistic dive, and he hit D-Ray slowing down a couple of times, but he is still on the track, which is good. And there is Samuel Hrnacar fighting with Antonio Radulea. Radulea is in front. So I'm driver fighting with the pro driver. It's not really representative, as Noah Rail is in the wall. We are still without any safety car. Oh, and there's Jet on Fire fighting side by side with DK83, the Dutch driver with I don't know the nationality of the Jet on Fire, but he is fighting with him. And there is Rear Lazar, French driver, in front of them. Jet on Fire, I think, getting faster and faster in this part of the circuit compared to DK83, and you can see he will be going for a move, but oh, he made a mistake. DK lost the rear and the move was done. Stormtrooper, in the meantime, the Israeli flag, he is at the back of Samuel Hnazar and Antonio Radulea, as those two are battling with each other. How are we doing though, guys? Do you enjoy the race so far? As we have 13 minutes 22 seconds to go. And we are probably going to see something spectacular just yet, as Luca Bale lost the position to Martin Oliveira just now, 3/10 behind P2, and Lars V is off the track. Just don't do anything stupid, just rejoin safely and it's gonna be all okay. It's quite a lot of drivers there. Bushi-san driving lonely at the back after the starting collision. And there is Stormtrooper, currently P10, very close to Samuel Hnazar. But there's also Jens Betsma behind him. And he has enough of skill to got those two in one corner, I suppose. So any mistake from them could mean another free position for Jens, who is on fire. He's getting closer and closer to those two. And Samu is overtaking F4C6. As we will be back to Jens Betsma, as he's really close to Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper just fall behind Samuel Hnazar. So now is Jens is using that opportunity. Very aggressive fight from those two. Stormtrooper is not leaving enough of space for Jens to move. And it's quite fair for now. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. He did it on himself. It wasn't fair. Yeah, that was over-aggressive move from Stormtrooper. He didn't leave any space for Jens to go away, and they were alongside there. And there's Jet on Fire DNFing from the race. I don't know the reason. It's probably the connection issue or maybe hardware issue. And Jens is now chasing Samuel Hnazar. That was over-aggressive move from Stormtrooper, who has lost only one position do that move, which is surprising. Because I thought he was going to die. And then Blue Violet making a move on 4C6. That's a very good momentum through that corner. But FC is still defending. That was really good timing to show that fight. Let me see what else is interesting on the track. I think Alfie Bevan getting another position should be interesting, as he's pretty fast and consistent, so he should make a little bit more places as he goes. DK83 though, he's chasing Antonio Radulea. Radulea spinning, DK reacting to that, also spinning slightly, which makes him lose a position for Samuel Hnazar, and I guess Jens Betsma too. Yes, he's there right behind. Samuel is teleporting slightly, I think. So I hope that won't be a problem in the race. Jens looking for every gap, every opportunity to go there. And he makes a move, another one, as he goes through the field. F4 C6 though, still chasing Samu, as Samu got a position on him. Laura Habayova losing a position to Alfie Bevan as he is going in front of her. Alfie is now really close to D-Ray as they go side by side through that flat out section before the chicane, and the move is done before the chicane there. Alfie making some decent progress as Mixroll is going off the track, and who is following Ricky Bobby there, who went off the track in front of him. And Mixroll makes a move. Jens Betsma at the back of Samuel Knatzar, he made another gain, and he is going side by side there to the long left hander, actually a kink, and then there is a right hander, quite slow corner. He makes it in front effortlessly. Antonio Radulea in front of him should give Jens a little bit more challenge, I guess. Hopefully not over aggressive challenge. Let's see. FC still fighting with Samu, which is interesting, because those two are inseparable. They are still fighting and fighting. You think Jens took him out? Because I don't know, like from what I saw following that fight, he was like closing the gap and closing the gap and closing the gap, and I think on the final moment Jens was already there. I don't know. Maybe Jens took him out from my perspective, but you know, like when you commentate, you just go very, very quickly, and it's quite hard to be objective. You know, you just see something in the glimpse and you say, okay, it's his mistake, and then when you just rewatch it, it might be different. So yeah, that was my initial reaction from seeing it from the first sight, but yeah. Although Zimbabwe fighting with the D-Ray still, I need to fix my speaking skills again. How are you doing? Are you enjoying the race? Still 6 minutes 20 seconds to go. Still a lot of fight as Pepe is P1, Oliveira is P2, Lucas Bale is dropping behind them. And side by side goes Zumbao. Quite damaged car there from his side. Oh, and they still touch D-Ray. D-Ray keeps it in front, and then Laura Habayova is joining the party. She's right behind them. As Zumbao goes for a move. No, he's not. D-Ray hits him. They still both manage to keep the car there as Laura is behind them, and she will be looking for any spot on those drivers. There's also Mixroll behind them. Is also pretty speedy, capable driver, so he might find any chance going for a move. Stormtrooper is close, is about to make a move on DK83, but we are here on this fight as Laura Habayova goes for a move. Somebody went off the track. Oh, it was her. Went off the track trying to overtake Zumbao, and there's Mixroll behind Zumbao. We're gonna look at them from the Laura's perspective as Zumbao is losing some speed compared to Mixroll, and Mixroll will be trying to get him from the outside. Maybe it's quite defensive line from Zimbabwe. Mixroll will make it this corner, I guess, but yep, He done that? Oh, not really. He lost the rear. So he lost some traction, but he still managed to keep his position. Okay, so maybe I was overreacting. They are jumping so aggressively on that curb. I thought the race gonna be more chaotic, to be honest. Just about saying that, Zubao went off the track. It's a free position for Laura Habayova and Noah Rail, who is behind her. And Michael Santos. Zubao is rejoining the track just now. Spanish driver has no luck today, as AF4 C6 now lost the track of Samu and now has to follow Alfie Bevan. Overtook him a while ago. Stormtrooper, on the other hand, is still behind DK. Yeah, that was my opinion. He didn't leave him a space and he was like closing a gap every corner just before the incident happened. So kinda I could see it by calling it was over aggressive move. I don't know. It's always interesting how we judge the incidents during the race and or you know, like racing actually in the race or even commentating. And how we're gonna judge them looking at them, knowing what happened and having pure data. As Stormtrooper looking for interesting maneuver, but still no space at all on this track. As we have 2 minutes to go and they go off the track, DK going off the track, Stormtrooper kind of following that line, Mixtrol behind D-Ray, oh, hitting him, and it was punt to pass maneuver from Mixtrol, unfortunately. And Laura Habayova is off the track, D-Ray is off the track. I don't know what happened there, but I always know when to follow somebody when they go off the track. As Riri Lazar fighting for P4 with Lucas Bale and possibly even P3 as Toshiya Joshima is slowing down quite significantly, I think. He dropped 7 seconds behind Oliveira, who dropped 4 seconds behind Pepe, who is very capable driver in this race. There is Santos going side by side with, I think, D-Ray keeping it. Nice there, and Lars V going for a move there. Oh, that was something you couldn't you couldn't foresee. That's quite intense fight there. As we go with Jens Betsma, who is going for P6 with P6 battle with Antonio Radulea, and Riri Lazar is behind them. So even a podium is possible for Jens. If those drivers will make mistakes, you never know. The curse is still strong. Jens going for a move on Radulea. Radulea gave him a first space. Yeah, that was about it. Radulea is still there though, as we can hear him, and he is right behind Jens. But Jens now is closing on Riri Lazar. 16 seconds for the race to go, so I think it will be one more lap to go. Or maybe not. No, it will be a last lap. As Pepe is a race winner. He won the race. Amazing effort from him, as Jens Betsma is still fighting there with Antonio Radulea. Radulea right behind him, but that's not enough. Oliveira P2, Toshiya P3. That's very good move. He overtook Lucas Bale. We didn't go through it as there was a lot of action going there. Real Lazar P5, Jens Betsma P6, Radulea P7. Some drivers are still racing. Samu with Alfie Bevan P13. Amazing recovery, kind of recovery. He was starting from the back, but still very good drive for him. Santos going with D-Ray on the last lap. D-Ray pushed him slightly. I think Santos was trying to stick his nose there, but they collided there. It's quite entertaining finish of the race. But the race was, I wouldn't say boring, but it wasn't that much entertaining. Not that much crashes. So I go with the order again. Pepe, Oliveira, Toshia, Bale, Riri Lazar, Jens Betsma, Antonio Radulea, Samuel Hrnacar, then Stormtrooper, DK83, Tomasz Valent, Marek Habaj, then Alfie Bevan, Samu, F4C, Blue Violet, Noah Rail, Mixtroll, D-Ray, Santos, Lars V, Zumbao, Laura Habayova, Uf Gamer, Future Mama, Jay Anderson, and probably somewhere at the back there is Bushi-san. So that's it. That's AF4 for today. I don't think we go through the how is it called, interviews, because I'm quite not prepared for them, and I'm quite tired, and I need to to do some stuff. So basically that was it for today, and that was AF4. I hope you enjoyed it. It's good to be back. I don't know if my commentary was good enough. I'm still beyond my prime. I need to Bjarne Prime, and I need to get a little bit better. But I think it went just all right. So until the next event, see you there.